Hello crafty friends, this is the Paper Chef here. Welcome to unboxing part 2, where today I'll share more items from it's actually called the August to December mini catalog by Stampin' Up. It's going to be available to you August 3rd. Here you go. Also on August 3rd, we have another celebration coming up. Sale-A-Bration means that you can earn free items for each $50 you spend. It's going to be going on for 2 months. And I'm going to be sharing some items with you that you can earn for free when you spend $50 at my store. In part 1, I shared this cute penguin paper, a couple other things. They're all over the place. My items are all over. It's like a hurricane hit the room here. And I was assisted by my really cute niece and nephew. They were really good helpers, and they helped me unbox it, and then we just kind of threw it all over the place. But I will go over the paper again in a much more organized fashion when I show how to participate in my paper share, in my deluxe paper share, where you'll be able to get samples of these papers. And at that point, I'm going to organize them. I'm going to cut them up, put them in bags, label the bags, and then I'm going to go through every single paper with you. So don't worry if you get a really kind of humorous description of those papers. The one of them just cracked me up because my nephew was like, oh, there's some cherries, and it was holly. He thought it was cherries, like this kind of paper, probably the painted Christmas. He was like, more cherries, more cherries. It was awesome. It was just so fun to like listen to what they think is what the pattern is on the paper. I just loved it, especially with their limited vocabulary. It was just so fun to watch, and it's exciting to see crafting through their eyes. So this one now, my guests are gone now, so I'm going to just do this myself. And I try to put as much stuff on the paper, on the table as I can to go through it because I don't have somebody to hand me everything in that giant box anymore. My box is still halfway full, so we had to do 2 parts of the unboxing. So what I want to start with is this. Before I go over Christmas to Remember bundle, I want to just start with what I did in the last video. So if you missed it, so during part 1 of the unboxing, I went through holiday items from the holiday catalog, but we also went through the cute Halloween suite. That was the only suite. I ordered every single product in the suite. That was the only suite from this catalog. And SUITE, I mean SUI, like a suite of products. That means a coordinating group of products. And in that suite, I ordered everything in the cute Halloween suite. And there's lots of really fun stuff in that suite. So what I did is, in the last tutorial, with the assistance of my niece and nephew, we went through how to decorate these tombstone boxes. They're super cute and super easy. So this is just one of the many fun things you can get in our holiday catalog. And this is called the Pretty Pillow Box Dies. So the Pretty Pillow Box Die is something that I was able to get on the incentive trip. So I've had this for a while now, so I've had time to play with it. It's actually called Pretty Pillow Box Dies. And so we used, and I even taught them to do this, we die cut, we used these labels here for the Hey Boo. And for the Hey Boo, you can put the Hey Boo on that label. Nice stitching. And then here's the Pretty Pillow Box. Now you need to, it doesn't seal unless you sort of tie it, or you could tuck in the little ghost, like tuck it in. But I had to glue the sides. That's the way I've assembled it. That's what I'm going to teach when I do this. I'm going to teach about gluing the sides next time I do a project with the Pretty Pillow Box Dies. But I just wanted to share my Halloween projects and the fact that they can fit in there. Again, discovered by my niece and nephew. I love when they discover things and they just sort of, I like seeing things through their eyes, and it's kind of fun. All right, so the next thing I wanted to do is just show you the products, right? Some more products, and just go through them with you. And like I said, I'll come back with that paper and do another thing about the paper. So Christmas to Remember I thought would be fun to show you because it's one of the bundles I purchased. And there's always a lot of things that you can do with your scan and cut machine. But then sometimes when I see dies that are very intricate, I'm going to open these up and show you. I say, oh, well, that would be better off using a metal, like a die cutting and embossing machine, like a manual machine or a die cutting machine. So I thought that these were very detailed, and that's why I got them. And I was right. Look at this detail. So it's called Christmas Pine Cone Dies. Whenever you get stamp sets with a bundle, you save 10%. So that's why I went ahead and got this, even though I'm not sure that I need this, because you'll see that I have another stamp set with sentiments, not to mention the 100 stamp sets I have in my craft room with sentiments, but I still like it. I like script font, and I got this, and I can always give it out as a prize, if not. But I really wanted the dies, and I thought, well, I'm not just going to get the dies without the stamp set because I saved 10%. Ooh, that's fantastic, too. Look at this one. Bonus. I knew it was heavy, and there must be a couple layers in there. So it's just fun to have lots of pine needles for embellishments, and you can cut these out with this Shimmer Vellum I'm going to open up next. You can cut these out with the different glitter paper I'm going to open up next. I'm going to open up the Shimmer Vellum. I'm going to open up the brushed metallic, or whatever this cardstock is, the silver, the new silvery, I forget what it's called, some kind of metallic cardstock. I'm going to open up some Dazzle paper, and I'm thinking that any of those papers will be great for the pine cones. And I'm trying to look at why this is like that. Let me think for a second. There's no pine cones on here, so it must be these. Okay, so it must be something like this. It's just for layering. Oh boy, these are on there tight. I usually take everything and transfer it to a magnetic sheet. So you would cut out the pine cones separately. Okay, cut out this whole background piece, and then this is for layering. Cut out a bunch of pine cones. Okay, we even have another piece for layering. So I would cut this out in one color, right, and the pine needles, and then I would cut out these in another color, maybe a brown, and a different kind of brown, maybe like a early espresso and a crumb cake or something, right? And then you have all these detailed layers of the pine cones, and then you place them all over, and then your pine cones are sticking out the back. Isn't that fantastic? So I like being able to do a lot of this really intricate, detailed work with my die cutting machine. And like I said, I like saving 10%. So let me see about these sentiments. I have to read them and see how attached I am. I meaning attached I have to have, or attached enough to like share. I can get another one, but I might get this as a prize. I have to still do some drawings in my VIP group. They're like anxiously waiting. I always have to postpone their drawings because of paper pumpkin. One of the challenges we have in there is paper pumpkin, but let's not digress. Have a holly jolly Christmas. Yeah, I do really like this. And like I said, I can always get another one. And August 3rd, you can all get it, right? Everybody can get this. Not just demonstrators, but one of the perks about being a demonstrator, one of the many perks, besides our discount, is getting things early. All right, let's start opening up specialty papers, and then I also want to say hello. So this specialty paper I'm about to open up is called Gold Shimmer Vellum. Every catalog I do paper shares. This will be part of a deluxe paper share. Oh, it reminds me of the Shimmer Vellum. It's like this, it's the same, if you've had my in color Shimmer Vellum, like maybe you're in my in color club or you just felt the in color Shimmer Vellum, it's exactly like that. It's like, it's not very thick, but it's shimmery. Shimmery gold vellum with little gold flecks in it. So that's pretty nice. I'm gonna go ahead and put that off the side. I'm not gonna try to put it back in the package and make you guys have to hear all that plastic sounds, right? Hello, Bear Claws from, oh, it doesn't say where from. It says Friday. Okay, it says Happy Friday from Bear Claws. Okay, cool. Carolyn from British Columbia. Deborah, I sent you an email asking if you wanted a catalog, because I can't remember if I sent you one, the annual catalog, but thank you, Deborah, for using that host code. And my husband did convince me to get a spreadsheet, but I haven't updated it. That's the problem. I did make a spreadsheet this year with all my catalogs, but didn't update it. All right, so Sylvia, hello, Sylvia, and Linda from South Africa, and hello, Yvonne, who's always here faithfully at all my YouTube lives. Sylvia, Joanne, Sandy, Joanne, Virginia from California. So it's Virginia from California, first-time viewer. Thank you, Virginia. I'm glad you found me. I just kind of don't ever announce my lives. I just sort of come when I can. And today it was just, when my house was quiet, I decided, oh, it's quiet, I'm going live. So thank you for being a first-time viewer, just popping on. So I'm looking at now the silver foil specialty pack. Haven't seen this myself yet, so it's like Christmas, opening up stuff for the first time. This looks like a mirror, so you're gonna get to see my t-shirt. See, I'm wearing purple today. It's mirrored paper. The window's behind me, that's the light coming in. I have some natural light behind me. So this is kind of neat. This is silver paper, and it looks like 3 kinds of silver paper, and they all look like, okay, this one's not really a mirror. First one was a mirror, and this one's not really a mirror. So you pretty much have, okay, you have like a bright, shiny finish. You have sort of a dull, matte finish, and then you got a mirror. So you see the different, let me see if you can see those textures. So these are cardstock. These are thick like any other kind of cardstock we have. But there's texture. So you don't even need to emboss this one. It's already textured. This one is sort of a matte finish, and this is a really glittery or shiny, I shouldn't say glimmery, shiny finish. So those 3 silver pieces are fantastic. And what I do when I'm having like some kind of deluxe share is I cut everything in 6x6 pieces because I really want people to be able to experience a lot of our products, and it's so much easier for me to ship them and for you to experience them when I cut them in 6x6. Because then, let me grab one of these, I can fit your shares, and this is only US only, in a flat rate bubble mailer or a flat rate envelope. That's what I have these all over the place because this is what I always ship my things in. So that's why I have to cut your samples. Even though these come in 12x12, I cut everything. Let's open up some more shimmery paper. Lots of fun. Paper it's called. See what's in here? If there's 1 or 2. Looks like, oh, there's 2, and they should be the same. Oops, there goes my camera. All right, there we go, shaking my camera. Okay, fun stuff. So I think this came back. I'm pretty sure that we had this last year. Yvonne might be able to tell us, right? I think Yvonne? She's a paper chef. I'm pretty sure we had this last year. I mean, I'm almost positive we had it because it went with the Halloween. So I'm like, when things come back, I know for sure we had this one. So I'll open this one next. This one here we definitely had last year. This is called Heartwarming Hugs. And so a lot of times things don't retire. They just retire for the season. So like Heartwarming Hugs retired for 1 season and came back at the next holiday catalog. So it's just kind of your basic paper that you could use for anything Christmassy because it's just I would call this your classic reds and greens. I'll go over coordinating colors more when I show you what it'll be in a paper share. Yeah. Yeah, thanks, Yvonne, because I know that this Heartwarming Hugs came back. I know the Gold Shimmer Vellum's new. All right, so Heartwarming Hugs. There's the back of the Heartwarming Hugs. So you see how all the papers are 12x12 and then they come in a pack of 12 and then they're double-sided? So you see how it's just your traditional reds and greens? You know, you could, maybe this is like pear pizzazz. That looks like real red. Just great for anything you need to do Christmassy. I used this a lot with the coffee cup wrappers and stuff like that last time. I think I made a lot of those little mini treat boxes with this, like the mini, the thing that retired, it was called the mini curvy keepsake. Mini curvy keepsake boxes that retired. That was like making me want to cry. I know it's going to come back someday because we had a regular curvy keepsake box and then that retired, and then a few years later the mini curvy keepsake box came, and so then that retired. And I have a feeling like one of the two are going to come back soon because, or else just more cute boxes. See, so this year we have the cute pillow boxes. This will go good with the pillow boxes. So I'm probably going to start to cut some of these with this paper. Ooh, that one makes me dizzy. This paper makes me dizzy. It's like shaking. It's not shaking, but it makes it look like one of those optical illusions. Okay, so there you go. So that's Heartwarming Hugs Designer Series paper. And that's because it went with the Heartwarming Hugs suite. We used to have a suite of products that had like coffee cups and I think we still do have some of that stuff. Wrappers. Yeah, okay, good. So it was in last year's catalog. So Yvonne said it's in last year's catalog. Thank you, Yvonne. And we're going to still, even when things come back and it's not new, I'm still going to put them in my share because not everybody was there last year, right? Oh my. This is so fantastic. I got to save this one. Let me save this one for a little bit and do something else. I'm going to do some, because this is like, whoa, look at that shininess. I'm going to open some other little things like some felt here. Get some things off my table. Okay, Jolly felt. Last year we had a different kind of felt. Or it's not different kind of felt, it was the same package. I think it's on sale right now in our clearance section, last year's felt. This is 3 new colors of felt, maybe 4 new colors. I think it's 4 new colors of felt. So last year there should have been 4 colors of felt. This year there's 4 other colors of felt. So these are dyed to be like the colors of our cardstock, which makes it coordinate. So Jolly felt, we have Old Olive, looks like, right? Cherry Cobbler, this is Cherry Cobbler felt. Okay, White felt. Let's see, Bumblebee felt. I can't open the catalog, I'm not allowed to open it, but I'm thinking that's Bumblebee felt. It could be crushed Kerry felt, but I mean, pretty cool, right? It's in this catalog. Now you can die cut felt and make some really fun embellishments with your die cut felt. I decided personally not to put it in the share because the reason is the only way to give you a good amount that you could use is to cut this in half, right? And give you a 6x6 piece because it comes 6x12. And then what happened is I had a heck of a time cutting this. I mean, heck of a time. Even with my rotary trimmer. It took me so long to cut it, I had to put like cardboard behind it to cut it. And then it was just kind of like, I ended up giving you half a pack, so if you really want it, you could get a whole pack. So instead of doing that in my deluxe share this time, I decided to include like a couple ribbons, couple embellishments, and lots of specialty papers. That way, but no felt this time. If somebody wants felt, they can just get the whole pack of Jolly Felt. Now you can die cut it easier than I can cut it in strips. But don't try to use a punch. Don't try to use one of your punches, guys. Like here's the penguin punch I showed last time. Don't try to use a punch on felt. It will not work. You need metal dies. And you have to crank it through. And you know what works better? If you're old school like me and you have the old dies, the kind that are called like Biggs dies. I'm about to show you something Sale-A-Bration now. Biggs dies, B-I-G-Z, Biggs, and we made them with Stampin' Up! And Sizzix made them and stuff. They're like a big cushiony, and teachers have them. They're like a big thick die like this. That cuts through felt fantastically because there's like a giant blade in there and it lifts up and cuts the felt. You can make some really cool shapes. All right, what I'm showing you now is I'm going to show you, because I did mention in this video that I'm going to show you Sale-A-Bration items. I'm going to show you 3 Sale-A-Bration items that you can get for free. At least 3. I know I have at least 3 in here in this box. Let's pull out some goodies. Okay, here's what we got for you right now. So when you spend $50 at my store, you can get these fantastic items. One of the items, 2 of these are while supplies, like the sheep dies I'm going to show you, and this bedazzling paper, it says that this is going to be while supplies last. That means that the Sale-A-Bration, although it goes on for 2 months, there's 3 items. The sheep dies, the bedazzling paper, and there was some other die or some other thing that I don't have, that I didn't get. I forget what it was called, but there's one other kind of, I think it was a die type thing. And it was, those things are while supplies last, so whatever we have in our warehouse until it's gone. And then the other things we keep making, like because we make our own stamps, we're going to keep making that. And the reason is because the supply chain, it's hard with the supply chain. Let me see if these are all the same. With the supply chain, if you run out of something nowadays, right, and we get it from another country, it has to come by ship and get to the warehouse. We don't have time during a short Sale-A-Bration period to replace it. So that's why when Sale-A-Bration starts, if you like something, get the while supplies items last first, if you like that. Then worry about this later, if you want to get this later, during a later free order, because we won't run out of that. Well, we won't run out until the end, let's put it that way. Okay, I'm looking through them all, and they're all the same. Just making sure, because sometimes, oh, so how many were there? Let's see. There were a lot of these, and these are really thick. These are thicker than regular cardstock. These are super thick. I don't know if you can see that, but look how thick these are. And this isn't your normal Dazzle paper. This is like better than Dazzle. This is better than Glimmer. I mean, it's thick, and it looks like little beehives kind of thing, or little. I mean, I don't know what you would call that. Honeycomb? Not really honeycomb either. I mean, it's just fantastic. You could probably make paper jewelry out of it. It's so cool. So I'm including that because it is a Sale-A-Bration item. I'm including a piece in my paper shares. I think I included a piece in each paper share. I just spent some time this morning trying to calculate some prices on those, and I will post them soon. But I have to let my team add it first. All right, so there we go. That was the bedazzling paper. Now we're going to do counting sheep. We're going to look at the counting sheep. This is another free item, what you get when you spend $50. It is a cling stamp set. Okay, that's great, cling stamp set. And there's cute little sheep on there. I'm thinking that he's the cutest, followed by, this one could be like counting sheep, like it's jumping over the moon. I have another stamp set that has a moon in it. And then he's cool too. You could probably make his face a different color, but I mean, this one's the best. Probably put him with the dancing goat. You could do something about the dancing or something. Maybe with the crazy donkey up in the air, the hee-haw donkey that we got last time during Sale-A-Bration. put him, the dancing goat from the annual catalog, and the donkey together, you could have a whole farm. And I think I have a pig that's doing some kind of fun pose like that as well. I mean, how whimsical and cute are they? So I'm not sure if this is one. I'm going to try to open this. I can't open the Sale-A-Bration brochure in front of you, but I'm not sure if you have to spend 50 or 100 to get these dies. So I'm going to move this over here and look, because I want to make sure I'm accurate. So that was a free. This one was definitely free when you spend 50. The penguin paper I showed you last time, which I'll try to reach over, is free when you spend 50. I'll reach over and grab it. And the sheep dies, yes, I can't believe it, because usually when you get dies, then you have to spend 100, but this time you only have to spend 50 to get these dies. I mean, unless I'm reading it wrong. That seems like, yeah, nope, I'm reading it right. Oh, this is going to be great. There's a sun. You know how many boxes of sunshine I do, and a cloud. So I'm not even worried about the sheep. I like it for all those other reasons. Because the sheep I could have just cut out with my scan and cut, right? But, so sometimes I'm always looking, do I need dies? But yes, I like dies like this. You can use that wood texture paper. And I like the little sun. I like this texture. It does some embossing and cutting at the same time. The little flag. This is going to be great. And it cuts out the 3 sheep. So because I have the dies, I don't even need to use my machine. But that one would be fantastic with the machine. But I do like the little farm fence. All right, so while we were on Sale-A-Bration items, okay, I don't need this plastic. I'm going to put that over here. I want to just show you this. I went through it in video 1, the unboxing part 1, but I'll just show you real quick because this one was laying on my table because they were punching it. I let them punch out penguins using the penguin punch. So this is something, so we have a penguin punch in this holiday catalog. And we have a penguin stamp set, which is somewhere around here on my table, who knows where. And then then this paper is in the Sale-A-Bration. So this, you get paper free when you spend $50. And this paper is a Sale-A-Bration item. So it coordinates. So if you get the penguins things, you would want this cute paper to coordinate with your penguins. Penguin stamp, penguin punch. Right? Because it'll all go together. I guess I was doing that online. I think I did that in front of you guys last time. I had to cut it out because of the way it's facing, yeah. There we go. So isn't that cute? All right, I love our Sale-A-Bration items. Well, I mean, who doesn't love getting free stuff, right? All right, now we're back to this. I said I would wait a minute to show you this, and then I still have other stuff, but let's show you this because you've been looking at it and going, what is in there? And I've been looking at it saying, what is in there? Because I don't know myself. Okay, I see now. It's called Peaceful Place. There's something else called Peaceful. I think it was like Peaceful Deer or something. This one with the deer in it had something about peaceful in it too. This one over here, the Sale-A-Bration one. But this one here is a specialty paper. Specialty papers. They have like a glimmery finish on one side, and maybe not every single sheet, but that's what makes it a specialty paper. So instead of normal $11.50, which we charge for paper, designer choice paper, these would be like a 15. Oops, sorry for shaking my camera. I was trying to get my niece and nephew not to do that, and now I'm doing it myself. But instead of the normal $11.50 we charge, then these would be a $15 item, these specialty papers. So you see that finish in there? See, you have a card background instantly. You don't have to do anything. I'm thinking slimline card because look how big this tree is. And I hate to even cut it up for a paper share. Now, if I do cut it up for a paper share, I need to give you guys like this top half and the bottom half so that somebody doesn't get gypped, right? If you just got these two, and then someone else got the clouds, I would have to make sure I gave you, right, a piece of each. Now, that's for the deluxe. But for the regular paper share, if I include some, it's just going to have to be whatever it is. Cool. Okay, so the other side is just little texture. I mean, what a waste of a side, right? We're going to use this side. Who wouldn't use that side? Well, it's going to be pretty on both sides, but that's just a nice little thing. You could do that with the mask, too. Oh, interesting. This is already cut. This is interesting. I wonder why it's done like that. It's done in little panels of 6x6. Not exactly sure why. I've never seen our 12x12 paper done like this. Did I get something that I'm supposed to get? Did anybody else get this paper? Yvonne, is this what it's supposed to do? Maybe you got this paper? I don't know. Very interesting if it is. I mean, that's fine with me because it has, you know, you get 4 panels, which is beautiful. And each one has that gold foiling in it. And you saw the other side, I hope. Oh, snowflakes. I opened my snowflakes dies last time. I bought some stitched snowflakes dies. You didn't get this one. I don't know. Yeah, it's supposed to do that, I guess. Well, it looks cool. Either way, I'm going to be cutting it up a lot anyway and sharing it. Okay. Oh, look at this one. Wood with silver in it. More trees. Lovely. Psychedelic and lovely. Oh, look at this one. Oh, how fun. This one, I would use some Wink Stella on these for sure. This is the side of the paper that doesn't have anything on it, and then this side has the silver on it. But look at, you could make these into snow-covered, well, they are snow-covered little cabins, but you could actually put little Wink Stella on there to make the snow glimmer. Wink Stella, if you're not familiar with it, is a glitter pen, and I always have one. Gotta have one sitting here all the time. I mean, it's just to put glitter on everything. Everything goes better with glitter. Wow, this is great. Super happy with this paper. Yeah, so I'll be including this in the deluxe. It's called the Deluxe Paper Share. And maybe a little teaser of it in the other paper share, just if I can cut it up. Okay, so that's great. Now let's see what else I have. I have embellishments. Oh, that was the cute. This was from last time. The kids were using it. Cutest Halloween, by the way. That was from last time. Not last time. It's still in this holiday catalog, but I opened it last time. Just want to see what else is in my box here. Okay, we have some more paper I haven't gone over. We have an ephemera pack. We have, okay, another celebration item. Oh, I haven't opened my new ribbon yet. Let's see what else. Embellishment. I'm just going to open up the rest of the box, and then I'm going to put these away that I can do. Okay, so this is demonstrator orders. We're allowed to get demonstrator folders. These are demonstrator folders. Okay, so one of the things demonstrators can get are supply items, these Stampin' Up! Folders. Another thing I was able to get because I saw one of my team members unboxing this, and I was like, I gotta have it. A mouse pad, a Stampin' Up! Mouse pad. That's another supply item. Okay, and okay, let's see what this is. These are decorative masks. Oh, decorative mask. I love decorative mask. You've probably seen some of my techniques videos. Like I just did one on the Butterfly Brilliance Bootcamp series. And I used some decorative mask in that series. I'm going to grab and see if I have the thing I just made with that, because it will tell you what a decorative mask is. I just did it, so it should be on my table somewhere, because I'm about to turn it into a card. Here it is. So I used a decorative mask. Looks like this. It's like when you put I showed how to do this in my Butterfly Brilliance Bootcamp. I just haven't decorated it with butterflies yet. And then my niece came along, she said, did you use tape? And I said, no. And I showed her the stencil, and then she used crayons and did her own with stenciling. She loved the stencil. I can't get the crayons off my stencil now, but that's another story. But isn't that cool? That's what a decorative mask is. So this is called Plenty of Patterns Decorative Mask. Now we are about to look at the new decorative masks that are in the holiday catalog. Dun, dun, dun. And I forget what these are called. Let's see what they're called. Adorning Designs Decorative Mask. Okay. Oh boy. Snowflakes, fantastic. Oh, hi, Sally. I guess there's more people coming in. I forgot to say hi to you guys. There was a Peaceful Pines set. Yeah, Yvonne's saying she loves the gorgeous paper for New Year's, Halloween, right? This fun paper, she was saying. Linda's saying hello from Houston. And 50, I'm not sure what 50 means. Oh, I guess you guys are talking to each other and chatting, and I'm in the middle of it. It's like kind of eavesdropping on a conversation. I must be answering a question or seeing some comment. So these are Adorning Peaceful Pine set. Didn't get it. Barbara, Suzanne from Santa Barbara, hello. And Sally, Tammy from Wyoming. Okay, this is another decorative mask. This will be great for sort of a candy cane pattern, right? So what you do is you take your brayer, your sponge brayer, your blending brushes, and you just put it over there and you just start. Oh, this is going to go good with the gingerbread and peppermint suite because these look like these little shapes in here. These little shapes look like that. Hello, Laura and Linda from Kansas. Oh, and these are fun. These are going to go good. I think these two, these are going to go good with the gingerbread and peppermint suite because these look like candy to me. You could do your icing and your candy, right? Now this is going to go good with the snowflake thing I showed last time. And this is going to look good for the candy cane. So I bet this is part of that suite. I'm thinking, I mean, I'm not sure where it was in the catalog, but if I were to designing the catalog, I'd have put this with the gingerbread and peppermint suite because these masks really go well with that. I'm trying to get them not to tangle on each other. And I guess it's going to have to open up the little gingerbread and peppermint acrylic shapes next because those little shapes remind me of this from the picture. So this is probably the third or fourth set of decorative masks I have. That we have decorative masks in the annual catalog. And I have some retired ones. I love these, and I do show how to make these yourself using Mylar and the Scan and Cut. I don't make the same pattern Stampin' Up makes, but I make my own patterns whenever you need a mask. I don't reinvent the wheel. If I can get one for the price that we sell them for, then I just get them, right? And then if I get and then what I'm doing now is opening, by the way, gingerbread and peppermint acrylic shapes. So if I can get a decorative mask and not have to buy the Mylar and do all the work, I like buying them. But then when I want to make my own with my own shape, I just design them myself. Oh, this is just fun. These are super like thick. So I don't know, shaker cards maybe, but they're super thick. I was thinking shaker cards, but no, these are super thick. So you're gonna have to use some like glue and glue these on, and they're super fun. So these are acrylic shapes, but I guess I have to show you how thick they are so you get an idea. Because you're gonna be like, what? So usually when they're thin, when they're smaller, like confetti, you would use them for shaker cards. And not that you can't, but look how thick. Super thick. I'll put these in my deluxe share only because, oops, there goes that. I'm only gonna put a few of the embellishments in my deluxe share. Not many because I can't handle measuring ribbon, counting embellishments, cutting things. It drives me bonkers. It drives me bonkers to even make kits, but I do it for the love of my customers. But it's still, I'm only going to just include a few of the embellishments, and this is one of them I definitely think I need to include because it's so fantastic for you to sample. Now these, I think you would just get a pack of these yourself. I don't even need to include these because everyone's going to want these. These are fantastic. They're called brushed metallic adhesive back dots. Oh, they look like little blobs of metal. Like you have a soldering iron and you're like melting metal and you blob it down. Look at all these cool shapes and how they're fantastic. So they just definitely want those. Okay, matte decorative dots. I don't know what color these matte decorative dots are, but these are some huge packs of embellishments. Our embellishments aren't usually this big. I mean big, like as in each one. Oh, look how fun. These look like candy. I just want to eat them. You know those candy dots? Are you guys old school? You go to Cracker Barrel, they have old school candy in there. These look like candy dots that you just pick off the paper. And I'm kind of glad these weren't laying around because my nephew, my real little nephew, would have tried to eat these. So these are called, there's 180 in there. Matte decorative dots. Ooh, what fun embellishments. Let's see what else. While I'm on the embellishment kick, let's just open up some more embellishments. Gold holly leaves. Gold holly leaves. How do we get these open? They're 30 inside. Okay. Oh, fun. These are nice and thin. So these you can just put on everything. Can't go wrong with these. Just glue those on. Yeah, I'm liking gold holly leaves. I'm gonna have to get a bunch of those. These are fabric and they're glittery, so they're very, very nice. We do have new collections. I like how we keep up with the trends. And we just do, this will be nice for home decor. Oh, look, they're even on the front of the catalog. The little gold holly leaves. All right, speaking of gold leaves, let's open this next, and then I'll open this next. This one, gingerbread and peppermint, goes with this gingerbread and peppermint. But first I'm going to just change it up and do this ephemeral pack. Now we do have something called, let's see what it's called. We're going to have some paper, Blackberry Beauty ephemeral pack. So we're going to have Blackberry Bliss or Blackberry Beauty, I think it's called, designer series paper. It's just that I wasn't able to get that yet. It's on back order, but it's going to go with this paper here I'm showing you. So there is some Blackberry paper coming. I forget the name of the paper, but it's going to match this ephemeral pack. Because we don't just make ephemeral packs unless they sort of go with something like in a suite of items. So this is nice. Oh my goodness gracious. Look at how cool this is. So I think somebody's going to want this as a prize because it's just so gorgeous. Oh wow. So maybe that'll be in one of my next drawings that I do. Oh my goodness. There's 2 of them. And then there's some tags and some flowers. Oh boy. Just laser cut. So laser cut, beautiful stuff. So you get 2, 4, 5 sheets. So you get 1. I'm just trying to put it back together. Maybe like that. There goes the other tags. So they're not just die cut, these are called laser cut when it does this. It's like you can never get the genie back in the bottle. We're not even going to try to get that back in the package. I am going to get rid of these little embellishments though. And these, I showed you the sheep dies. I showed you this Christmas. I have this ribbon to show you, this paper to show you, and 1 more stamp set to show you. Nope, 2 more stamp sets to show you. That's where I'm at, just so you know where we're at in the video. We have 4 more things to look at, just so you know where we're in time. If you're like thinking, gotta go or should I wait? You only got 4 more things to see. That's gonna be my new favorite ribbon, I think. Oops, I already did that one. We're gonna do this next. Oh, fantastic though. I love ephemeral packs because it was kind of like when I had this Dandy Garden, it was called, I think, laser cut paper. Here, I better get scissors in there. Dandy Garden laser cut paper or Dandy laser cut paper. It's so great because I was able to just throw together card backgrounds really easily with the laser cut paper, and that's what this is going to be able to do. You just get like instant embellishments with the flowers and just instant. Punch out a couple of the dragonflies or my butterflies. Boom. Instant cards. Because now you have these great elements that look like you spent all this time die cutting them. And laser cut is nice because it's a real clean cut. All right, what I'm opening now is the gingerbread and peppermint designer series paper. I love 6x6 paper packs because, hey, I don't have to cut them when I do a share, and because they're already fit in a big shot machine or like a die cutting machine. So they're just fun papers, I think, to handle because you already have them in, like if you do other things with them. All right, so this is gingerbread and peppermint. We're gonna get, it looks like we have, what, 4 of each one? Okay, four of each design, and then they're double-sided. So you get 4 sheets of each design. So that's 12 different papers, and then each paper double-sided. So lots of fun gingerbread and peppermint patterns. You can't go wrong with this kind of paper for the holidays. I mean, everything you make needs a piece of paper, right? Whether you make a pillow box, a pretty pillow box, let me just kind of get that and show you. Whether you make one of these, right? You're always going to need a whole piece of paper. Then all you have left is scraps. See? That's why it's great to already be 6x6, because it fits through the machine, the die cut machine. Did I show you that side? I think I showed you that side. If not, it's polka dots. Oh, it's not upside down. They're all like that. Every other tree is upside down. So I'm pretty sure there are dies to go with this in the suite. I didn't get the stamps. So she likes the gingerbread. Yep, Yvonne's saying she likes the gingerbread paper and she's going to use her scan and cut. That's what I was thinking too. And there might be dies, but I bet this, with such good contrast, you can probably cut these out easy enough. I'm probably going to be just die cutting them, with making little boxes out of them, because the patterns are so fantastic. Oh, I did a card with this one. Let's see if I find that card. I am not as organized as normal because everything got moved, but recently I did some Christmas cards, and here's something I used here. I used that paper. Where'd it go? Is it on the back of here? Here it is. See? This is what you can do with it. I use this paper as a background for my card. And then I also use the Sweet Stockings Designer Series paper. So I love it. Yeah, there are stamps and dies too for the gingerbread sweet. I didn't get all those. I just got the acrylic shapes because I love embellishments. I absolutely love embellishments. Acrylic shapes and that was it, and the paper. But I didn't get the stamps and dies. I probably will cut these out. I'll try to cut these out in my machine, but I probably don't even need to because I have so many other things to cut out right now that I'm working on some other stuff. These are great. These papers are great. Fun candy patterns. So I'm just thinking make lots of boxes. There's some kind of, I mean, these look so much like the other patterns, what I'm saying. Like the bells and the snowflakes. This reminds me, yep, see how these look so much alike? Let me see. Let me grab one of these. They look almost exactly like these two pieces of paper. You got the bells and baubles, and you got the bells and snowflakes. Or baubles, baubles. Not really sure how to say that word. I've just seen it written so many times lately. Everyone's talking about baubles. Okay, this fun candy. This is like the pack of paper that never ends. There's so much fun stuff in it. That must be where I got this piece from. Yep, there it is. And then I used the Inspired Thoughts for that one. Inspired Thoughts was where I got the sentiment from. I was playing around with some of these products ahead of time. The reason I had this paper ahead of time is I was able to get it. On the incentive trip, I won the cute Halloween paper in a spin. We had a spin wheel, and each time you spin the wheel, you win a prize. But then I traded some of my Halloween paper for some of this paper. So I was able to play with this paper ahead of time. So this is the first time I'm opening a full pack of it because when I traded, I didn't get a full pack of it. So that's pretty nice, right? A lot of paper. And I'm just going to show you these before I show you what else is on my table. These are just Sweet Stockings Designer Series paper. Things I've been making lately with holiday catalog products. This is the Candy Cane stamp set. It's a background stamp set. Great with your Stamparatus. And this is using Cherry Cobbler. But you can also use the candy canes with the Real Red, Poppy Parade. And I'm even thinking of making some candy canes in Flirty Flamingo. A nice pink candy cane and see how that comes out. So these are products I've been making. Not projects. All right, let me show you what else I have here on my table. I have this, and I have the ribbon. I don't want to forget the ribbon. And I have this stamp set. So I was thinking, there was a stamp set recently that retired. It was called Ridiculously Awesome, and I used it like constantly because of the giant sentiment. Because your giant sentiment, you can put it on a piece of white, and then you can put a little bit of Designer Series paper on your card, and you have an instant card. And so Peace on Earth, I thought, is just, and sending thanks for the fall and thinking of you. Like any of these, even the Boo is cute, but that's small. But I'm saying I got this because of how big the sentiments are. Because when you have a sentiment that big, it is your whole card. You don't have to do much else to your card, right? Cling stamp set. So there's only 4 things on here. Even that little branch is part of the thinking of you, so you don't have to worry about lining it up. I'm sorry, part of the sending thanks. Isn't that fantastic? So this is called Thinking, Thanks, and Peace. I thought for sure I had to have that because of the Peace on Earth. So I could, like I said, I can make something instantly out of that. Let's open up this one. Now, my favorite current ribbon right now in the annual catalog, and I think it's so great that I'm going to include it in my deluxe share. I decided to include it in just this ribbon. I'm not going to include a lot of ribbons because I just can't handle cutting all the ribbons and everything. But my favorite ribbon is called Black Organdy Ribbon, and this one is going to be fantastic too. Yep, this is called the White Glittered Organdy Ribbon. And my favorite ribbon right now is Black Glittered Organdy Ribbon. You should leave the plastic on, and then your ribbon doesn't get all over the place. So this is called White Glittered Organdy Ribbon. So both the black and the white are fantastic because glitter is built into the ribbon, and because it's organdy, so it's sheer, and it goes into the envelopes without making a lot of bulk. And I know I'm going to love this ribbon. And you are too, so I definitely think that is nice. All right, so the last thing I want to show you for today is something that you can get free during a celebration special, but I didn't get it free because I had to buy it because the celebration hasn't actually started yet. So what I want to show you is this item. And let me make sure I didn't miss anybody to say hello to. I think I said hi to Laurel and my one sandwich, who likes the mask. Yeah, I know. Joanne says, I'm in so much trouble when I get the catalog. Joanne, you were the one asking about this. You keep asking, I think, on the Scan and Cut group where I got this purse die. I think that might be what you're talking about, but there are something called paper purses in Canvas Workspace, but it wasn't the pillow box die you might have been asking about from my video, and this is where I got it, because you were asking about it in our group. So maybe that might be what you were talking about, but maybe not. There are stamps and dies for Gingerbread Sweet, and okay, good. Well, that's where it's at. It's in the holiday catalog. I know we're all in trouble because I had limit. And hi, Nessa. Welcome to your first live with me. And Darlene, hello, Darlene. All right. So I had to buy this because the celebration hasn't actually started yet. But I wanted to show you what you can get. And I need to open up my brochure real quick to find out what you have to do to get this. But every time, if you guys recall, during last celebration, there was a ladybug, I guess it was called, or some little ladybug or cute ladybug. Anyway, there was a ladybug set, and you had to have a certain order. And then with that order, you were able to get this for free without doing anything. So that's what's going to happen during celebration. You're going to get this stamp set for free every time your order reaches a certain amount. So hold on, let me open up this. I can't open it up on camera. It's going to be free host set. So it's called host set, meaning if your order is a workshop order, and it gets to be, I just did this the other day. I just wrote it. $300. All right. When your order is $300 during this period, August 3rd to September 30th, anytime your order is like $150, it's called a workshop order, and you start earning rewards, 10% rewards. It starts from there. You're still going to get your rewards. You're still going to get your free item with every $50 you spend, right? So you'd still get like free little sheep or free dazzle paper, right? All that stuff that I showed you. Free, whatever, penguin paper, like this. But in addition, when you get to 300, you don't have to do anything extra. You just have to make sure you add it to your cart. There'll be a number somewhere. Oh, wow, it's a cling stamp set. Well, this heavy duty. So there's 10 stamps in here. You're going to add the number to your cart, and if you forget, it's going to tell you, hey, you forgot to collect your free item. See, now it's thunder. I've had like serious rain and power outages for days now. All right, I'm getting off soon, so hopefully the power doesn't go out. If it does, you'll know why, because you can hear what's happening in the background. Okay, perhaps the stars are openings where our loved ones shine down to let us know they're happy. Oh my goodness, how great is this for a sympathy card, right? That is a beautiful sentiment for a sympathy card. Be who you were born to be. So basically, no particular reason. And then you could do magic. You could even add your little mermaids to that from the other set. This card makes you smile. So yeah, this is pretty much a set that's going to work with anything. Hope your day is fantabulistic. So I think I'm going to definitely have this and use it all the time and keep one. And then every time my orders, and I have a lot of orders that are $300, like it's kind of like day one, I'll have an order that's $300 because they limited me. And I was only allowed to get like 2 of each embellishment or 1 of each, whatever it is, a stamp set. So I'm definitely going to be having some of these as prizes. I make these my host prizes. Because even though we were allowed to order early, we weren't allowed to get much of anything. Even though it seems like a lot. Not for me. It's actually not. Because half of this will be given away in no time. All right, so anyway, that's about it for my holiday catalog unboxing. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. It's like Christmas, opening up the new items. I'll be making things with these items, and you'll be able to see those projects I make as time goes on. You'll probably see me do something else called Christmas in July. I have a little series going about that, intermingled with my butterfly series I'm doing for the summer. So as much as I use existing projects or products, I like to use the new products too and give you little sneak peeks of how they'll look. So just stay tuned for all those things. Thank you for watching. This is the Paper Chef. Have a nice weekend. See you soon.